I have just walked away from a 30-year career. No salary, no safety nets. Just a family vineyard in one of the most unpredictable wine-growing climates in the world. This might be the best decision I've ever made. Or the worst. Welcome to Tamar Valley Vineyard Diaries. My name is Marcus Williams, and in February 2026, I made the biggest decision of my life. After more than 30 years in my career, including 2 decades at the UK's largest public aquarium, where I became curator, worked with a team of outstanding biologists, and also met my amazing wife, I walked away from the security of it all. Because for the past 10 years, my family has been building something special here. A small vineyard in the Tamar Valley, where Cornwall meets Devon. Now I'm taking a gamble, trying to turn it into a thriving vineyard in the unpredictable English climate. This channel follows that journey. The seasons, the setbacks, the wildlife, the hard work, and the dream of making great wine from this remarkable corner of the countryside. Welcome to Tamar Valley Vineyard Diaries. And today's the first day where we've been offering cheese and charcuterie boards as well as wine by the glass. And considering that we only advertised it yesterday, I'll take that. We had 8 people down, sold half a dozen cheese and charcuterie boards. And yeah, if that's a barometer of how it could actually work, then that's exciting. So we need to be consistent now. We need to do it a couple of times a week for the next couple of months and see how it goes and build on it. But that's really good. It means I can cut back on markets. We make more money per bottle by selling it by the glass, which is good. So yeah, fingers crossed. Let's hope it's not a false dawn. But my God, it's so hot. We're officially in a heat wave. Cheeky little glass of Madeleine Angevine before I head home. So it is going to be English wine is a growth sector. Growing vines is the fastest growing sector in agriculture in the UK. It might well be the only growth sector in agriculture in the UK though, so that might be we want to leave ourselves with some bits and pieces. So we want to leave ourselves with, it's a bit difficult to see though if you're growing, but we want to leave ourselves with what we call our little, no, you've got to believe me, we're going to leave ourselves with 2 little spurs. So there's a cane on either side, maybe a 3rd cane as well. Now, the reason for the spurs is, so we're in the middle of the last week of May, which in the UK is currently going through a heat wave. And my brain is so frazzled, I'm not sure what I've said or what I've done this week. It's been a little bit disjointed because it's been half term, so I'm having to deal with the kids as well. But anyway, today's Wednesday. On Monday we opened for our first cheese and charcuterie boards. That went quite well, all considering that we only advertised it the night before. Wednesday today, and we've had our afternoon tour, which I was going to actually scrap because no one was on it a few days ago, but we actually had 10 people turn up, and yeah, sold a few more cheese and charcuterie boards. Again, very positive. Sold a few bottles of wine. What I'm doing at the moment, just doing a bit of topping. With the rain we had last week and with the sun we've got now, everything's gone mad. I'm so far behind. We really need to be in the vineyard this week and it's just too hot to do it, especially with the kids. So yeah, it's about 6 o'clock now, so I'm just doing a little bit of topping. I'm going to go and do plot 4 now, and then I think I'll put the tractor away and go home. I think I'm taking the son swimming tomorrow morning. Then I'll probably come down and do a little bit more again, just to slowly pick away at it. And then next week, really need to get back into a rhythm of properly doing some work and stop getting distracted, because the vines are growing and we're going to have flowering very, very soon. Anyway, it's a beautiful evening, so I'm going to go and ruin the piece. So whenever I do the topping, I get at least one buzzard, comes and sits on a telegraph pole and just watches, see if anything scuttles out. So, probably can't see it. There's a telegraph pole, Mr. Buzzard sat there, so we'll see if he moves. There he goes. So in true Tamar Valley Vineyard fashion, just driving the topper back to the shed, thought I'd top a little bit of extra grass on the path on the way down, and bang. And you won't be able to see it probably. There's a hole there, that's meant to line up with a hole on this bit here, so there's a bolt that goes through there, it's just sheared off. There you go. Thursday morning, just headed down to the vineyard. I think today's word is broken, both physically and mentally. This heat has really taken its toll. But yeah, seems to be a bit cooler today, so that's good. Going to try and fix the bolt on the topper that I broke last night. If I can do that, then I'll do some more topping in the vines this morning. If I can't do that, then I'm going to get in and I'm going to do some bud rubbing on plots 1 and 2 on the Madeleine Angevine. We haven't yet finished the crown thinning, but I think that ship sailed. It's got so dense that we can't really get in there and actually see what's what. So we might just have to live with that and accept that the canopy is going to be a little bit more dense this year. It's gone again. That was when I stuck it into second gear and just let the clutch out a bit too quick. I mean, in fairness, these are probably just cheap nuts and bolts. So I think I'm going to have to go online and find something a bit tougher. Titanium maybe? Pimp out my tractor. Oh, bugger. Well, I've got 2/3 of plot 1 done. But I'm not going to keep messing around. I'm going to put the tractor away now and do a bit of bud rubbing in amongst the nettles. So having the right cover crop under the vines is quite important to us. So you can see we've got some clover in here, in amongst all the grass, obviously. But if we can get that established, then you know, it stops the weeds coming up, also fixes nitrogen, lots of flowers for the bees. But what we've got over here is we've got lots of wild strawberries, which are just ripening now. And the strawberries are good as well because they create this carpet that stops most of the other weeds growing up. We don't really want long grass under the vines because it retains moisture and that encourages mildew. So you can see we've got a long way to go yet. But yeah, things like clover and strawberries, that's a great thing for us to have. Damn it, that's off a spur. See, the problem is because we haven't got in here and tidied up, the wind's catching them and breaking them off. Friday morning, a little bit cooler today, which is nice. So I've managed to find a replacement bolt for the topper. It's not the right one, but hopefully it'll do just for this morning. I just want to get the topping in plots 1 and 2 finished. I've ordered some high tensile bolts, hopefully they'll be here in a couple of days. After that, then it's a case of trying to get the rest of the bud rubbing finished this morning. Don't know if I will though. I did about half of plots 1 and 2 yesterday, so I'd like to get it finished this morning. This afternoon, technically we're open to the public, so no one's booked on for any platters yet, but we'll have to be up there ready for anyone who turns up. And then after that, I'm at St Austell tomorrow for another Eats Festival, so it's a bit of a trek. Gonna have to be an early start. I'm not sure what to expect at that one. It's the first time we've done it. It's the first time it's been there. Yeah, well, fingers crossed, eh? But we'll have to get the van loaded up and everything ready for that tonight as well. So busy end of the week. But yeah, it's good to be back in the vineyard. Well, I jinxed it by turning the camera on. Bit of a heavy gear change there. Let the clutch out too quickly and snap, there goes another bolt. So I'll put the topper away and then get in and do some bud rubbing, I guess. The only thing is I was hoping to cut the grass because I've got my stupid shorts on. I'm going to get stung now. Hey ho, the joys of farming.
I've still cut wedges on these. Yeah, it's fingerprint. They'll be happy with it.
He's doing most of the years, so one's 2024, one's 2025. And yeah, on the screen. Awesome, that's all one's doing. I mean, they go all the way up to Bristol direction. That basically. Well, basically, this is made the same way as a scrumpy, but we call it scrumpy with the edges knocked off. So then we lower the alcohol and we just balance out the acidity and the sweetness. So it's not farmyard scrumpy. So they're the same grape variety, they're just different years and they're made slightly differently.
Oh, right, yeah.
That's 2024. So Madeline's quite an aromatic variety. Yeah, it's quite crisp as well. There's around the screen, just wait for the box. So we've gone through.
Perfect, thank you very much.
Or if you're like me, put it in the fridge, completely forget about it.
Yes,
then give it a flush run. And then number and the tick at the bottom. Now, in this country, you're not really going to do a full body red or a heavy red, so we kind of embrace it and keep it light and fruity and subtle. Jeez Louise. When they said it was tight, they meant it was tight. Right. One way. Alright, let's go right. Right then, and so endeth the experiment that is St Austell. Like I said, very conservative target, and just went past it. Thank God I was selling wine by the glass and cider and beer, because otherwise that would have been very depressing. But it does show there's definitely scope to selling drinks by the glass more often. Whether I'll do it again next year, I don't know. Wait and see. Anyway, 1 hour, 8 minutes to home. Just got to get out of St Austell first, which is going to be quite fun. And so ends another week. Next week, we'll be fighting the elements and trying to mitigate the damage caused by the rain and high winds. We'll also be taking a jaunt across the river to carry out soil analysis for a prospective vineyard site. Thanks for joining me this week, and if you'd like to find out more about the vineyard, please follow the links in the description. Thank you very much and see you soon.